right. Hello, hello, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. It is your boy Rylionn, and joining me today is Noble, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Look how glorious he is. Say hello, Noble, to everybody.
Morning or good evening for some of you also.
I was like, what time zone are you in? I'm like, even if you're on the,
Mhm.
unless you're in Hawaii, then it's like 2 o'clock there. But, anyways, we are going to be going into the Team Gap Esports. It is the VCL. This week is round number 4. It is Team Cosmic Remix versus Chrono. This is going to be a really good game, in my opinion. I mean, these games have been really good leading up to this week, anyways. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. How about yourself, Noble?
Definitely gonna be looking forward to this game. I don't believe I've actually watched these teams either of these teams yet, so definitely gonna enjoy that. I've been mainly watching the counter target spell, I believe is the team. I've been watching them a lot.
Okay.
So
So you've
seeing
been
another
tuning into
team's
our
definitely gonna be
PCL.
refreshing in. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. VCL, I mean, yeah, we do have a smaller variety of teams here for the VCL starting off, but that's all right. I've definitely seen these two teams go at it for the past couple of weeks here. We are just now over the hump mark. We are in week number 4 here of 6, so we're getting close to the final endings of the regular season, and then it's going to be the top 4 teams that are going to be making it here in the playoffs. Speaking of which, here are the current standings here, ending week number 3. We have Miami University with a very strong lead in first place with 9 points. We have Team Ermines with 5. Chrono here in third place with 4. You have Calm Legends with 3. Team Cosmic Remix with 3. And Destroying Expectations with 3 as well. So this game here tonight is really going to determine that fourth spot. I mean, Calm Legends, Team Cosmic Remix, Destroying Expectations, I mean, they're all tied. So it's really going to be up to this week to see who's going to finish out in the top 4 going forward. I'm excited. It's going to be crazy. And before we get into draft, like, who are you? I know you said you haven't like looked into the teams or like haven't been able to view them or anything like that, but that's all right. But like, just knowing what's happening right now, like, who are you favoring to win at this moment in time?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd have to see their picks before I could have a guess.
Understandable.
Um,
I mean, it's always good to have an underdog story. So you kind of want. I was hoping you'd just be like, yeah, definitely go Team Cosmic Remix. Get into the top 4. But no, you're just like, nah, it's gonna be up to whoever's the better team, which I respect immensely. But yeah, it is gonna be a good time. We should have draft here starting up in the next couple of moments. But yeah, you did mention PCL, which we do have set up for the remaining of this week as well. That's going to be Thursday and Friday. We have games set up, so definitely tune into those as well. But going in here, the 3 week, or I'm sorry, the 6 week venture, it kind of makes it a little bit different because we don't get to see as much, and that's only because there's not enough teams, and that's okay. But I've really seen a huge difference in this league, with just the 6 teams versus the other league where we have 2 divisions of almost like 18, almost 20 teams essentially. Um, and just like I know you haven't seen a whole lot of these games, but like, have you noticed like just a drastic difference, or like, what do you think is the biggest difference here between like high level playing and then gold and lower level playing?
oh, there's just so far I've seen just an immense skill gap with some teams. It's just some teams just get absolutely ran over. Like welfare check abusers, man, they were not doing good at all. I gotta say that.
Yeah, so you think it has a lot to do with maybe like not so much like mechanics of the game, because I mean you could have a really good silver player play mechanically well, but just not have that communication with teams. So
Yeah.
I think a majority of it has to also do with communication. Definitely like they're just able to effectively macro very well because we've seen teams come from behind, and then all it took was just a single split pushing lane to completely change the outcome, even though they were down by like 6, 7 kills. And another big difference is I don't see them getting like 30, 40 plus kills per game. We see here like in the maybe 20 region overall, like 10 on each side, but it's just a huge difference between VCL and PCL gameplay, and it's absolutely phenomenal to watch. I love watching it firsthand, and if this is one of your first VCL games, you're going to be in for a treat. They are just insane.
Oh yeah, these guys are plat diamond players, and I'm like, man, Uh, I'm a hard stuck gold 4 player, so
Same. Very same. I'm on that. I can't even say Hearthstone Gold. I don't want to give myself that much credit. I would say like Silver 2 to Gold 4 as like a peak, definitely. But
yeah. I
you
just
know,
got to gold recently.
same.
Last season I was stuck in Silver 1 because it was constant AFKs and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I love the solo queue itself, the solo just adventure. You know, it it is a huge difference playing with the duo laner, but I mean, your main is top lane. You said correct?
Oh yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only lane I can play. I play some Aurelion, Sol, and Vigar and other lanes, and that's about it.
So if like you were duoing, like what would you prefer to duo with? A jungler, mid laner, ADC? Like who do you prefer with to match up with if you are a solo top laner player?
Um, well, when I do duo queue, I used to duo queue with a jungler, but he hasn't played that much this season. I mainly duo queue with one of my buddies, Snacks. He's very good. He uh he boosts my elo because it's super bad, so he has to carry me.
Understandable. I definitely have a huge shout out to Grand Theft Auditor. He carries me as my support most of the time. And when he's not in, I got Mustard Cat. I got Zombiella. I mean, I have so many support reserves that just like I just need it so badly. So I just have to have like a good arsenal. And I forgot. Thank you for reminding me, Noble, because you just did it. We do have our hot tub stream where Wookie and myself will be streaming, but from the hot tub. We have about 13 days left, and we're 87% of the way there. You people. So yeah, definitely drop your channel points. It is a maximum of 2,000 per time that we stream. So I think that would be it's gonna be a fun time, definitely. So 13 days, get them in. We'll definitely be streaming a lot this week, so you'll have lots of opportunities to drop it if you are tuning in and accruing those points. And then also, we have predictions, things like that, of course. If you're just tuning in, we have MVP votes at the very ending of each game as well, or each series overall. So definitely stick around for that. But yeah, we're just waiting on just a few final things here before we start draft, it seems. And right as soon as they get that all figured out, we'll be hopping right into draft. Now, have you been playing League at all recently? Or have you I've taken like a little break over the past week, so I don't know how drastic things have changed. I hope not that much. Um,
Um, been playing a little bit of League recently. I mainly been sucked into Arc, and that is another story. Uh,
like ARC or that Lost Ark, that new one that just came out.
Arc Survival Evolved.
Oh, okay, okay. That's the one I thought you meant, but that new one kind of now it's like
Yeah.
Avatar. It's like Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's like no, the blue one. It's like okay, that's the worser one. But it looks like here we should be good to go on draft here starting up. Yep, they just begun. Okay, so Team Cosmic Remix is going to be starting off on blue side here for game number 1, and Chrono is going to be here on red side. And so far, for Team Chrono, we have Tumalu in the top lane, Clisby in the jungle, Aikinaga in the mid lane, Esteban as ADC, and Ninki as support. And for TCR, or Team Cosmic Remix, we have Next Chovy in the top, Ponyboy in the jungle, Little Chovy in the ADC. Oh, I'm sorry, in the mid lane. Anye as the ADC, and then we have one player remaining, which is L9 Momo, who is going to be support. And let's see, Timo is they had to lose one ban, so that is a fill-in ban. That is not an actual ban, doesn't mean anything. They have an E sub here tonight. So that's the reason why they had to lose one. But the real ban, Lulu, comes through, along with the Hecarim and Irelia. So they definitely want to focus out jungle and top, it seems like, or mid, I guess. Little Chovy could be popping off with the Irelia here recently. So two very strong picks. I cannot blame them. And
Oh
then
yeah.
of Esteban's Lucian. Lucian's just one of those ADCs that has like two or three really good combinations. Braum, they have Nami, but outside that, like Jinx, who can pretty much go with anybody because she's a hyper carry. I feel like that is a really good pick by TCR. Definitely first picking Jinx. Do you
Yeah,
think
for
that's a good
sure.
priority pick, or do you feel like that's too easily like being able to counter?
Um, I'm not too sure. Me being in top lane, counter picking can mean the end of the world if you go Yorick and they pick Aurelia, your lane is over.
True.
I'm not too sure how it would go bot lane, because, different champions are just, they have their own specialties. Jinx is better later on in the game for sure, so definitely worried about that. Lucian for sure, definitely understanding that ban, because he's really strong early. And he's pretty good in both the bot and the mid lane, so
That is
definitely
very
a big
true.
lane bully.
And it looks like we have the Kog'Maw is going to be the answer to the ADC here. I like that because he has the W, which allows him to have that extra range here, and more than likely lethal tempo. I would guess, on Kog'Maw here. It could be something different at this point. Who knows? But one thing that I don't like though is like the very low mobility that comes from Kog'Maw. Jinx
Oh yeah.
traps, having the W as well. If that hits, that's just gonna slow him down even further. And then also comboing that. Oh, okay. I was about to say a Thresh is still not good. I'd much rather verse a Thresh though than a Nautilus, 100%.
But
Even though Thresh is like my main support player, like personally. Um, that's still going to be a really good strong lane for the side of TCR, I think, for bot lane. Only because of just the immobility of Kog'Maw himself. One flay, very slow. She could drop traps. It's just. And now we have the Victor definitely picked as the first three. So this is like not a good look for Kog'Maw. He's going to have a lot of peel in order to survive so far for TCR. How do you feel?
one thing I say is these people are higher elo. Maybe I don't understand it as well, but usually what I see on Victor is like a crown. That's like 70% of the time what you see on Victor now, just because of how safe he is because of that item. Seeing the Kog'Maw, Victor picked after Kog'Maw, he'll probably go Ludens or something. I feel like, cause Kog'Maw's his ultimate, his bombard or whatever it
Yeah, like
is
that
able to,
barrage, yeah.
yeah, he's able to hit pretty far with that ability. So he could easily break Crown off of Victor.
Mm, good point. Or it's like something artillery, like ballistic artillery, something like that. But you're not wrong. He does have a huge range. Living artillery. Thank you, Mr. Host. I forgot. Huge shout out, Wookie Monster, for tonight's host, sexy man himself of the year 101, right above Ryan Reynolds. It's crazy. I don't make it up. These are facts, straight up. But the final bands are going to be coming through Nami and Morgana here for the side of Team Cosmic Remix, and Viego and Graves for the side of Chrono. So definitely a lot of jungle bands, it seems like. Viego, Graves a potential jungle, and then, Hecarim there. So they want to limit
Hmm.
Ponyboy as much as possible, but Ponyboy is very difficult to stop, as we've seen. He has Lilia, he has Sejuani. I mean, he definitely plays a variety here, and is usually able to do a great job of locking down. But okay, Leona is the support pick for Kog'Maw, and going into a Thresh Jinx. I mean, that's kind of like a straight counter. Kennen possibly being picked up here for the. Oh, nope. Hovering Mordekaiser now, and definitely going with Mordekaiser into the Urgot. Give me a little insight on that. How do you feel about that matchup if you are either one?
Um, Personally, I would have. I'm wondering now, actually, if it's a
Yeah,
Mordekaiser
I was like,
jungle.
hold on. It could be. I mean, who would be more effective clearing? I mean, he has the brittle, Ornn. He has the knockup as well, the dash. But Mordekaiser has the passive. That
Yeah,
is a
Mordekaiser passive definitely gonna be better for jungle clear,
clearing.
along with his area of effect E and Q, as well
Absolutely.
as he'll have a very healthy clear with his W.
I
So I'm definitely
agree.
gonna go with Mordekaiser jungle.
And Ornn in the top, huh?
I feel like
Okay.
Ornn would be better into Urgot than Mordekaiser would, just
Okay.
because of Ornn's W. The unstoppable that he gets, I believe he can when he times it, he can avoid I believe it's disdain from Urgot, which is Urgot's dash, where he dashes into you and he
Right.
flips you over and you're stunned from that. So I
Right.
believe Ornn Unstoppable can stop that, as well as apply the brittle. So definitely gonna get some damage in there. So that's what I
Absolutely.
foresee.
I mean, Urgot also kind of has the range advantage. Ornn, early on might be in a little bit of trouble. I expect to see more than likely. You traditionally go Conqueror Urgot, correct?
Uh, I usually see PTA on Urgot.
Okay.
Rarely I'll see Lethal Tempo.
Okay.
I've seen it a couple times just because of the extra attack range that you get from it, though.
Okay. Understandable. And for the side of Ornn, in this circumstance, would you want to go Grasp the Undying, or would you like to try to get in, or would you want to try to play it safe and go, Aftershock, and then, you know, wait on Mordekaiser to go ahead and get those ganks out? Because he's not going to have as much mobility as some other junglers would, like Nunu, Lilia, things like that. But he does have his ultimate, so he is able to lock them in at least, or secure them for a moment. And then he
Uh,
does have his pull, so if he's able to hit that, which if Ornn's able to effectively knock up, then I could see that CC combo being very deadly in the top side. And there's a lot of CC that Mordekaiser can follow up with. He has Thresh in the bot, he has Victor in the mid, he has traps from Jinx. There's a good team comp from the side of TCR, but Chrono as well. Like they have heavy engage, but also heavy poke as well. Some of the heaviest hitters. Lux with the 27-second cooldown, we've seen that time and time again.
oh yeah.
Kog'Maw with the living artillery, as you just mentioned a few moments ago, plus the W passive along with lethal tempo and rapid fire cannon. He could be pretty much in fountain hitting you, and there's nothing you could do about it. Not to mention, Zen and Urgot, like you mentioned, the dash-ins there. Like, this is it. It just really depends on who engages first. Like, who are you favoring in this matchups? Like, looking at both these teams.
Well, I really like Ornn. The Ornn pick is always good, especially when you have team communication,
Hmm.
because of the size of his ult and the utility of it, the removing of armor and magic resist, along with the airborne and the slow. That's really nice from Ornhorn, as well as just Ornn's kit. His E airbornes, his Q slows, his W removes armor and magic resist. And when you auto attack as Ornn after applying Brittle, it is a slight airborne. So overall, I'm favoring TCR right now. Of course, the Urgot can easily clear up their tanks pretty well, easily clear out through Thresh, Mord, and Ornn. Uh, I foresee him going Titanic Hydra into Black Cleaver, unless it's been patched. Titanic Hydra, if you build that first, and then after that building Black Cleaver, it actually applies double the amount of cleave stacks onto an enemy. So it drains armor fairly quickly.
Okay, that could definitely pose as a huge problem, especially someone as tanky and armor reliant as Ornn, and a good portion of their team if they have any chance of being able to stop the shred of Kog'Maw, Xin Zhao, Urgot. But then you have Lux just sitting there as the pocket pick like AP, who unfortunately you can't just completely ignore because her damage is too great. Her combos are very quick, and the cooldowns are very low. So the Leona Lux, I don't say this often, but I genuinely hope that we get a Cloud Drag in this game. I'm not gonna lie, I never say that. Ask Wookie. I hate Cloud Drag. Terrible.
You
But
don't
in
like the
this
tenacity?
Cloud has tenacity. I thought that
I
was
believe
the.
it gives you slow resist and tenacity.
Oh, I thought it was
Not
still
soul.
ultimate.
I know soul gives you movement speed after you use your ult.
Okay.
Um, I believe just the base cloud drakes give you 3.5 slow
Movement speed.
resist and tenacity.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I would say if I was right, I would put that on the Mountain Drake. I guess I don't know. I have not read into it, but I don't favor the Cloud Drake, but I would like to see that definitely. That would be something that would be quite heavy. But let's go ahead here. We're gonna take a small break before game number 1 begins. Once again, it is Team Cosmic Remix versus Team Chrono. So definitely do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. Once again, it is Team Cosmic Remix versus Chrono here. Team Cosmic Remix is on blue side, Chrono is on red side, and we have a 5-point traditional start here. Looks like we might get a little bit of a deep ward action from Pony Boy. So, yep, and it is Mordekaiser jungle, by the way, in case, obviously, you can't notice here on your screen. So Pony Boy opted in for the Mordekaiser jungle. It is Lil Chovy on Victor in the mid, Anya Impulsives on ADC Jinx, L9 Momo with Thresh as support, next Chovy Ornn in the top lane, and then for the Chrono side, we have Tamalu in the top lane with Urgot, Clisby with Xinzhao in the jungle, Ikenaga with Lux in the mid lane, Esteban with Kog'Maw on ADC, and Ninki on Leona support. So, we went ahead, put predictions up. They have closed already, so this is final here. So let's see where the channel points go to. But you were mentioning earlier, Noble, like you really like the side of Chrono's team comp overall, correct? Or did you say that you liked Team Cosmic Remix?
I think it was Team Cosmic. Are they the one with Ornn, right?
Yes, yep, that's right. You mentioned that Ornn. Plus the passive of Ornn, you were like, yeah, they've got this.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, and I can definitely see Ornn being a huge component of Team Cosmic Remix if they're able to effectively do just exactly what they're doing here. Ninki, going in though, Cleanse is going to be used by Ane, flash popped by Ninki as well. He does have the Hex Flash available, so not all is lost, but did lose the immediate one, so lots of action already.
Trades.
Uh-oh.
Losing him pretty bad too, or got getting poked out by the Ornn because he went Bellows, which is his
hitting
with that first.
Level 2. Oh, there goes the Zenith Blade as well. Does not have Cleanse available. Forced to use the Flash. Anye also has Ignite on him. Flash forward from Momo trying to get onto Esteban. Esteban's going to get him real low. The W does go off. First Blood goes on over to Esteban, and Momo does pick up the kill. And then double kill. Very nice. Ooh, great move from Esteban. I thought Ninki was going to pick it up, but nope. The passive from Kog'Maw is too big and already has 2 kills on the board, which is going to be
already
Noon
coming
Quiver.
back to lane with Noon Quiver as well.
Insane. And Tumalu getting a really nice combo going off in the top lane here, hitting level 3 before next Chovy. Finally getting that advantage there in the range edition. Crazy.
Yeah. I would have personally enjoyed to see the Rammus top lane against Urgot. Urgot's biggest counter is Rammus.
Okay. Do you ever go? Oh, hold on 1 second. Tumalu and next Chovy going back at it. Back at the flash just to try to secure it. I think that was completely unnecessary, but hey, it could have just been a little bit of nerves there. But Tumalu picking up the kill. 3-1 so far in Team Chrono's favor. I mean, they're doing really good work so far. I said earlier that we don't really see a lot of action. They said, hold my beer, I got you. And they've already given us 4 deaths at 4 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, we have a 3-man gank here in the mid lane. Chovy is forced. Oh, flash from Ikenaga here. The Zenith Blade does not land. Really nice stun. Now flashes Lil Chovy to get away from Clisby. And he is no longer on the hunt. They're going to focus now for the top scuttle. And lots used, but nothing gained. I think that was a huge waste.
That was a good sidestep too. He avoided all the CC there really well. Yeah, Victor Chovy, I believe is his name. He definitely got out of that really well. I did not expect him to get out of that alive.
Lil Chovy's actually tonight's substitute for Team Cosmic Remix. Ioxa is normally their mid laner, but right now Lil Chovy is actually filling in, and I think he is doing a wonderful job keeping the mantle of Team Cosmic Remix mid lane as one of the dominant ones here so far for VCL. Right, but like matchup wise, you know, like you said, Ornn, Urgot, you know, do you face this quite often, or like who do you prefer as your top lane picks, you know, traditionally?
Well, when I go against Urgot, I usually pick Yorick, mainly because I end up picking Yorick and then I'll end up picking Urgot afterwards. Whenever I get the chance to pick against Urgot, Rammus is really good due to Urgot's W, which is the like automated machine gun ability.
Hold on 1 second. Next Chovy getting real low here. Tumalu's going in very nice using his combos there, but turns right around and gets a chunk of damage taken away from him from next Chovy. Very nice. But if you're going into Ornn though, what's your mentality on that side? If you're having to face the Ornn,
definitely someone who is gonna force once again like Yorick, Tryndamere, Trundle, anyone who's good against a tank like that, or can punish.
Pony Boy though making his way down to the bot lane. Esteban's gonna go ahead and start poking him down. Ninki gonna go ahead and secure the kill with the ignite. Very nice. Now it turns into a 3v2 situation in the opposite. Chrono picking up 2 kills. L9 Momo, the remaining target here. Lil Chovy might be making down a little bit too Nate. Very nice final spark from Ikenga just to get a little bit of an assist there. Double kill picked up by Esteban, and the 4-1 Kog'Maw now is rampaging down in bot lane. This might be the beginning of a snowball effect here. They're going to move to the first dragon of the game, which is an Ocean Drake. Very nice. You know, get that little bit of mana and health maintenance there. And yeah, they're starting off very well for Chrono at the moment.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we see the sub is actually doing the best on the team he's on.
That is true. Yeah, he's... I don't know if he plays with them traditionally or if this was like a last-minute thing. I know he's gonna probably... I know there's in the workings of maybe adding him to the roster overall, but tonight he was utilized as an E-sub. I think he is a traditional sub, though, now moving forward for Team Cosmic Remix. And he is proving to be maybe making a case to get a little bit more playing time, you know, as the league moves forward.
Oh yeah. Definitely gonna hope to see more of him. He's doing pretty well on Victor right now. We're at 7 minutes, 20 seconds. Victor's at 54 CS. Pretty good CS. So
Yeah. Keeping up with the Lux there. I mean, I know she did roam and pick up an assist with her ultimate. And next Chovy, this is kind of what I feared, and this is exactly what Tumalu was taking advantage of. He has that range advantage, and we haven't really seen a whole lot of action coming in from Pony Boy. We saw him on the bot lane. You're in this situation. Do you want to call your jungle, trying to, you know, he's obviously going to get pushed in quite often. Do you want to, but before we get into that real quick, L9 Momo, nice flashes over the binding here from Ikenga, but it's not going to be enough. The CC chain is just too big. Lil Chovy does get the lantern pull. Nice sidestep, again breaking ankles. Ninki keeps on going forward, flashes and gets the Q off, but unfortunately not able to pick up anything. They are sidestep kings. I think they're practicing that quite heavily leading up into this week, knowing that they have a lot of skill shot champions, you know, on this team here. But great moves from Lil Chovy and from Momo there to get him out. Very nice.
oh yeah. Sidestepping has been very good this game. Haven't been seeing a lot of that in some other games, so it's nice and reassuring to see that people can avoid skill shots, me not being one of them. So
I feel like it's like, oh, hacks. It's like, dude, you deliberately walked right into it. It's like, you go look at the replay. It's like, you're right. Happens way more often than I want to admit. But, you know, right now, 1-6, you know, they're only down by 2k gold, so not that bad, you know, in terms of advantage for the side of Chrono. But where are you wanting to focus most of the efforts? Bot lane looking real strong, 4-1. You know, top lane not too far out of balance, only 7 farm ahead plus the kill, so technically 22. But, you know, where are you wanting to put the efforts on the side of Team Cosmic right now?
definitely gonna want to focus bot lane. We're gonna want to see Mord ganking bot. Looks like Mord is actually getting ready to gank bot lane here. Cause all Mord has to do is pull Kog'Maw into his realm, and they just set up for that. And that'll definitely be a good way to get that shut down and keep Cog down. Cause he needs to stop farming.
Very true, and I don't know if he was able to see him. The nice Thrush Lantern, very nice. He's gonna go ahead and let in the death sentence as well. Ninki's gonna ulti. I'm sorry, Ponyboy's gonna go ahead and ulti Ninki here just to try to secure the kill. And now it's gonna be a 3v1 situation. Esteban forced to burn the flash, and they do pick up a nice kill. Nice call out, like you said. They're gonna go ahead and try to focus. Oh, the death sentence. I'm not sure if that landed though. The camera had other objectives. It looks like it wanted to focus there, but very nice. That's kind of what they needed a little bit here. Ponyboy not done with bot lane just yet. Does land the pull. Very nice onto Esteban. The rest of bot lane isn't going to be able to push up just yet. Ooh, Super Mega Death Rocket does miss, unfortunately. But now they have the minions and the shutdown. Big pickup by Ponyboy. Oh, wow. The passive from Kog'Maw, but the sidesteps, but you can't get them all, unfortunately. Passive from Kog'Maw is just too strong. I forgot what that one was called, but he is very, very good at using that.
Looks like we've closed the gap now on the gold lead. Looks like it's only a 500 gold difference as well.
Very big. What was the shutdown gold worth there? Let me take a look at the chat real quick.
Looks like it was 400 gold.
400. So very, so 700 overall. That's big pickup for Mordekaiser. That's what they need. You know, the 2-1 Mordekaiser strong. Yes, sir. All right, but you mentioned, you know, bot lane is kind of where they want to focus. That's exactly what they started doing. 0-2 and 3 on the Jinx, still not bad. You know, she's still a hyper carry you mentioned later on down the road. But one unfortunate thing is that the side of Chrono has to pick up is a Quicksilver if they want to deal with this Mordekaiser on any level 1v1.
Oh yeah, well, there's a lot of things. QSS, definitely a good buy here. Urgot isn't really dominating the lane more than he normally is, so, you know, no need for QSS on one side at least. QSS, I'll definitely, unless it becomes a problem too much for the Kog'Maw, maybe we'll see QSS there, maybe not. I've seen ADCs build it before, but it's only when the Mordekaiser's constantly focused on them. So, who knows? But,
yeah. I kind of feel like Mordekaiser, Malzahar, you know, those champions that have those automatic suppresses. Oh, hold on 1 second. Next Chovy's getting chunked down very big. Tumalo's going to go ahead and pop the ulti and the flash as well. He's going to go ahead and knock him down, and that is enough to reel him into Malu. Picking up here a 400-pounder. Next Chovy Ornn. Very nice. Akenga's going to go ahead and get ganked here. Very nice ultimate going to be used by Mordekaiser as well. The Death Sentence is going to land on Clisby. The Victor ultimate is going to be popped as well. Ninki going to follow up with the ultimate. Nice secure kill by Clisby. Oh my god, and a 3-kill overall for 0 4s. I'm sorry, there's a 4th kill in the top lane. We missed that, unfortunately. So 4 for 0 overall. Chrono's favor across the map. That is disgusting. Great focus. I definitely thought Clisby was going to fall there, but the roam from Nimki to save him with a clutch solar flare, like that was, you cannot ask for anything better there.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is definitely, ooh, Leona's leaving to get that plate gold shared between just the two, so plate gold isn't necessarily useless.
That is true.
One thing I like seeing now is Urgot not being able to build a hull breaker. That was annoying. I'm glad that they nerfed Hullbreaker for ranged champs. So that was annoying. I went against the Graves who built Hullbreaker and still did way too much damage.
Really? I mean, just still in the 1v1 situation, and regardless of the Hullbreaker passive or not?
Oh yeah, well no, just like before they had a nerfed Hullbreaker for ranged champs, you'd see weird stuff top lane. You'd see Graves top, which is normally whatever. I mean, he's pretty strong, but you can kill him if you play it right. But he builds Hullbreaker, and he still has all that damage, but he just gets the passive armor and magic resist.
That is true.
And he gets 400 something health, too. And he's just super tanky, and he's just sitting there chunking you, and you can't do anything about it.
It almost sounds like I saw Zwag's video the other day with like the 400 or 4000 A health Vigar with infinite scaling, so he had like over 1000 AP. Yeah. Literally unkillable. It's just like, something's gotta give, you know?
Yeah, I know, right?
But, you know, right now Chrono is doing a really good job. Each team does have one dragon, and wow, for the first time in a long time, we do have a Infernal Soul is going to be for game number 1 here. I like that. Give me that damage, baby. But,
big money gap right now, too, though.
Yes,
Looks
I mean,
like
after that fight in the mid, definitely.
4,000 gold difference right now.
Between the two, yeah, about four. Oh, you're right. You have 4,000 gold here. I mean, still not out of it just yet though. And here we go. Clizz's gonna go to engage on Ponyboy. Unfortunately, Solar Flare doesn't connect before the ultimate from Ponyboy, but that 1v1, Cliz getting real low. Yeah, the Death Realm 2. Big misses the binding. That was kind of huge. Doesn't matter. Final spark goes off, but unfortunately, Ninki's picking up a kill. 3 kills for Leona. Not that it's terrible because everyone else has a good amount of kills and assists, but definitely not. Some of these bigger ones need to be going on over to the hard carries, the Kog'Maw, the Lux. You know, they each have their mythics right now, but they still need to keep on getting that gold funneled into them so that way they can snowball as early as possible. Because Jinx, with Mordekaiser, and like you said, the Ornn upgrades later on, like that's going to put TCR in a very good position.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely gonna be seeing... I feel like we'll be seeing a wit's end here on the Kog'Maw because of how everything's gone. Victor scaling, you know, once he starts getting those shards, he'll start getting really strong, and then Mordekaiser is really the only one who does damage right now because he's the only one who has money. So we'll be seeing, probably be seeing a wit's end here on the Kog'Maw very soon.
I could definitely agree with that. I mean, Rageblade I still think should be picked up second, which I think is what he's doing right now with the double dagger by there. And then after Rageblade, going into the, like you mentioned, Wit's End, and then probably following up afterwards with a Blade of the Ruined King. Because they have heavy tanks. Blade of the Ruined King would be perfect here. Plus the Rageblade passive. Like, I could definitely see him picking up Wit's End, though, third. Because Victor, Mordekaiser, they're very heavy AP so far on the side of TCR.
Like we got a teleport mid lane from the Victor.
Okay, yep, setting up for Dragon here. Neither team wants to give them the advantage. It's not point or anything. Urgot does have teleport available as well, but he's going to go ahead and try to pick up a little bit more experience and gold here. Meanwhile, next Chovy is going to go ahead and start. There we go. The Dragon has been popped. They are kind of focused out a little bit. They do have the engage. Solarflare is going to land very nice. Lands on 2 people. There goes the final spark. Anya getting real low, but no follow-up from Ninki. Unfortunately, there goes Smala with ult from the back. Misses barely. Double kill picked up. Very nice by Anya. Kog'Maw's going to go ahead and take down Anya. Unfortunately, next Chovy is going to try to focus down Clizby, but Clizby's going to pick up the drag, getting that little bit of health back, and focus the rest of them. 3 members down on the side of Team Cosmic Remix as they go ahead and try to retreat. Momo getting real low there, but he is able to make it out. That was a really good fight. 2 kills picked up. Much needed kills by Anya. He's gonna start being able, once he has that Ruined Hurricane, he'll be way more effective in these team fights. He already has the Kraken Slayer. Oh, he's building Rapid Fire Cannon instead. I believe that's what builds into Rapid Fire, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so, yeah, the energized thing.
Unless he's saving partly for a Stormrazor's Edge, which I don't think he's building 2 different items, so... But that was crazy. Great ulti and engage from Ninki there to set them up, but the focus from Anya, having the cleanse readily available, and just flashing out of there once the Zenith Blade came in from Ninki to really separate her from the rest of her team, being able to chunk her down. The rockets with the AoE damage picking up the double kill, very nice. It's just that Esteban, it doesn't matter whether he's alive or dead, because right as soon as he dies, he's going to do true damage to you, and it just goes up and up and up every single time that he levels up. So he's a problem.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna. I'm actually kind of surprised to see this. The Hex Drinker. I personally love this item, but Xin Zhao has the Hex Drinker. But he's going Hex Drinker second item, and Xin Zhao isn't that healthy. He doesn't have a lot of HP. I mean, he is healthy. He gets a lot of Omnivamp from what he builds. But Hex Drinker second.
Small getting caught out by the Spark. Unfortunately, he's going to go ahead and sacrifice himself into Team Cosmic Remix, and a big shutdown. Very nice going on over to Anya. That's 600 gold, much needed. Final Spark trying to steal it, but unfortunately not, as Mordekaiser picks it up and runs to clear out the rest of that vision. And now, I don't know what's up with TCR, but they definitely flipped the switch here coming into near the 20-minute mark, and just are definitely proving to be quite ferocious here in these team fights. A little bit different than the early game that we saw.
Oh yeah.
mean, they are still a little bit squishy, not as tanky. Ninki still, built Locket. 3-0 and 5 still on Ikanaga here, so they're looking really good, capitalizing when they can, but right now the macro play, it's also going on over to Team Chrono right now, but I can see them starting to slip a little bit, in these team fights, so I don't know. It's very interesting. You said TCR was going to take this game number 1 here, so I bet you're feeling really good now going into like this part of the game. You're like, okay, they're starting to...
Yeah, they're starting to churn it. Yeah, Victor's getting his Hex fragments from those 2 assists he got. Jinx pulled it together, has 3 kills now. So hopefully we'll see something here. They got the Rift Herald mid, but it probably will only get 1 charge off.
Yeah, they were able to pick up the tower top, and now the tower mid lane as well, so they're starting to pick up a little bit more macro play. Very nice. Down by about 2.5 or 2.7k gold, and Kamalu is just going to go ahead and push out bot lane. Now, Coalfield Warhammer and the, what is that, the Kindle Gem or whatever?
I think he's building Gorge Drinker, but then he has a long sword, so I'm not sure, because you use the Warhammer, Kindle Gem, Pickaxe, which the Pickaxe builds into Iron Spike Whip, which builds Gore Drinker. You build Gore Drinker on Urgot now because of the Omnivamp it gives, as well as since Urgot is centered in the team fight, he's always jumping into the center of the fight. The Gore Drinker gives him that extra big amount of health, and since it's percentage health, he's a tank, he gets a lot.
Oh.
But, oh, we saw, there we go, yeah, the
Black
cleave.
Cleaver,
The Black Cleaver, yeah.
Okay.
So he's gonna be draining the tanks now from their tankiness, and it's gonna definitely help out the Kog'Maw in these team fights, the Xin Zhao. Definitely setting up for team fight play here now. Gonna be seeing that on the Urgot.
Absolutely, and here we do see also Jinx picking up a Last Whisper, so more than likely going with the LDR. I don't know if that's completely necessary, but actually no, I think that is completely necessary because Tumalu is a big boy, and they are going to go ahead and focus him. Solar Play is going to land on Anya, but the clutch is going to be popped up. Clisby's going to go ahead and try to run onto the backline, but it doesn't matter. Victor, ultimate, is going to go ahead and fall. Oh no, he does end up getting the kill. That's crazy. Lil Chovy now forced to run, but the burn is going to go ahead and take him out, and that is 4 members down so quick. I only was able to focus one of the members before the ending of that fight, but Boney Boy,
good steal.
He sacrificed himself to steal the Infernal. Very necessary to keep them off. Infernal point, Soul point there to get the 3rd dragon. It's 2-2, but now they will go take the Baron. Wow.
Yeah, I think Mordekaiser made the mistake there at the beginning of the team fight, and instead of death realming the Kog'Maw or the Lux or one of the the more carry champs, he went for the utility of Leona. He realmed Leona, which I found that a bit surprising.
Yeah, maybe he wanted more the defenses because he does take 10% of their overall stats, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, 10% of their core stats if he's able to kill them outside, or when they're inside, and then he consumes their soul, keeping the stats, his soul, until the target respawns. So, if he's able to effectively kill Ninki in the early fight, which I don't know if he has the capabilities to because they're pretty tanky, the Bramble Vest is going to negate a lot of that healing aspect from him as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you're right. I think the focus for Ponyboy should not be Ninki moving into these. It should be Esteban, it should be Ikanaga, even Clisby, because as we just saw, Clisby is able to really effectively hop onto the backline there.
Yeah. Well, he gets a lot of Omnivamp too, because he built Maw, which is the full item of Hex Drinker. I don't know how to pronounce the other part of it, but when that part of the item pops, it gives him, I believe it's 10 or 12% Omnivamp. Along with that, stacking with Gore Drinker Omnivamp, he should have like 20, 22, 24 Omnivamp from that. So definitely going to be very healthy, and stacking Omnivamp on Mordekaiser is very good because Riftmaker gives you, I think it's 8 base Omnivamp. Yeah, 8 base Omnivamp. At a max build, I think you have around like 16 Omnivamp from it, so a lot of healing. Definitely would like to see that on Mord. So we might see him Death Realm Xin Zhao, but only issue is since he does have Maw, I don't think Mord will be able to kill him.
I would assume that Grievous Wounds would be extremely important for both teams right now, but we only see one Bramble Vest on each team. Thresh and Leona, the two support players, are the only ones that have any kind of Grievous Wounds. Oh, very nice binding, and there goes the final spark. Naga, we've seen this time and time again, takes out Anya. Unfortunately, Cleanse not available here.
31-second cooldown on Luxar.
31?
31 seconds right now, yeah.
Wow. 4-0 and 8, 2 items. I mean, doing a great job. Clisby getting pulled in, but that Baron buff, they are very effectively using this right now. Great job with Tumalu in the top lane pushing, along with the 4 other members here pushing out bot lane. They're definitely using it to their advantage.
I'm surprised that Ornn went Thimble winner second item. I would have assumed maybe third item. I would have assumed for second item he would have went Frozen Heart, Bramble, Brandon's, something to that effect, because the utility of Frozen Heart is really good against the Kog'Maw because it slows his attack speed, as well as it gives him like 80 armor and it gives him 400 mana. So definitely something nice to have, especially on Ornn, because he has a team fight champ. Slowing the auto speed of the carry is very important in my opinion. So I'm surprised that we didn't see that second item.
That is a great observation, and I mean, that could probably be leading to the downfall, or partly that could lead to the downfall. It's not saying that he might not be able to pick that item up second, or later on, I'm sorry, not second, third or later on down, but Frozen Heart second, like you said, getting that mana, getting the armor, the slow, I mean, it's just so effective in a part of his core kit. You know, traditionally you would go with it second here, but the Thimble, or Fumble Winter, I'm sorry, I mean, ability haste really nice. The extra mana and health there is pretty good. I mean, yeah, I guess it's alright. Gaining the extra shields is nice, but being, like you said, having that effectiveness on the ADC is really, especially one as strong as Kog'Maw, who only relies on attack speed, being able to mitigate that as much as possible. Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
Another thing with Thimble is that it drains Ornn's mana. Of course, this one only will... Excuse me. It only consumes like 3 of his mana. I believe it used to be like 8%. So maybe they changed it, I'm not sure. But even then, Ornn doesn't have a crazy amount of mana to where the shield would be too impactful.
Yeah. And here we go. Chronos very quickly. They have all the vision of the world. Yeah, leading up to this dragon. So they are definitely not going to get caught out or caught by any surprises from Ponyboy this time.
Looks like we're seeing a probably a Death's Dance being built here on the Xin Zhao as well. We got a Warhammer as well as a Chain Vest, so I assume that's what he's going to be building next.
Yeah, Clisby has so much sustain, unfortunately. The Conqueror stacks, along with all the Omnivamp that you mentioned earlier, with the Maw, with the Gore Drinker. I mean, and still no Grievous Wounds. Still nothing.
Oh, yeah. None. Or I guess we have Bramble, but that's only...
That's only when he gets hit.
Yeah, that's only tier 1.
Oh, here we go. The Ornn is going to knock up 2, Esteban and Ninki here, but it doesn't matter. Clisby's going to go to engage, get chunked down. The final spark is going to go ahead and take down both Anya and Momo. Unfortunately, Ponyboy's the next victim. There goes the ultimate from Urgot for the 4th one, and now they're focused on the little Chovy. And he is the last member. He said, I'm just a sub. Please treat me nice. Splashes out of it. Oh, very nice. Might pick up Clisby. Little Chovy with the sidestep king right now, but it's not going to be enough. He said, if I'm going down, I'm taking one of you with me. And that is going to be an ace here for Chrono, and that might be the ending here of game number 1. Yeah. Very nice moves from Chrono. 8-26 overall. I mean, they just came out swinging hard here in game number 1, Team Chrono against Cosmic Remix. But they did a great job trying to keep up with them as much as possible. But unfortunately, just not, being able to out-sustain, not being able to even get anything off of them whenever they did engage Clisby.
Oh, yeah.
And they had no answer for the rage from Naga or Esteban as well. So it's just, unfortunately, one of those team comp differences. If they could have gotten a little bit further in game to get a little bit more core items, I think TCR would have definitely had it in the team fight, later on. But they were just already too too far ahead, unfortunately. By the time that point even would have been a thought.
Hmm.
But yeah, very nice, exciting game one. Definitely not what I expected. In such devastating fashion. But great job to Team Chrono here, securing game number one here. We're gonna go ahead and take a small little break while we get set up for game number two. I'm Rylionn. This is Noble here, and we will be right back with you in a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. Hello, hello, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. It is your boy Rylionn and Noble joining me tonight, along with the sexiest man alive, GQ Magazine, Wookie Monster, as our host. I almost said support.
Support.
Essentially, he's a production team support player. That's what you do when you're host. But very nice. We game number 1 for this series here went on over to Team Chrono versus Team Cosmic Renix. So Chrono's gonna be up in the series 1-0. And I just received word, actually, that we had another game today, which was number 2, Team Ermines, versus number 6, so last place, Destroying Expectations. And Destroying Expectations actually 2-0'd Team Ermines. So that was a huge upset, definitely. That's unbelievable. Not unbelievable. I'm proud of them. Great job to Destroying Expectations. We'll get, more into that later on, but yes, here going into game number 2, the draft is up and underway already. We have the same thing. Timo is just the fill-in band, so do not regards to that. But Lulu is going to be the first band. TCR is going to be on blue side once again. Chrono on red side. Irelia is going to be the same band that we saw for game number 1 as well. So it seems like we're going to be
Like the same bands so far. Yep, same
yeah,
bands.
same exact one to a T. Irelia, Hecarim, Lulu, Lucian, and let's see if they I mean, there was a few problems, problem children on the side of TCR. But I think these are the comfortable picks that they're just trying to mitigate as much as possible. So I don't know, but if you're on TCR side and you went into last game, well, you think shouldn't you change draft up a little bit? Now they're picking up
Oh
Jinx.
yeah, probably.
Okay, they went straight for the Jinx. I know she's a hyper carry, but sometimes, I mean, you don't know what you're
Didn't
going
see her
into.
hyper carry too much last game.
Are
Different
we
approach.
are we sure this is the right link? Because I feel like this is no, I know I'm being facetious, but this is kind of crazy. Like same exact game. Kog'Maw Jinja picked up once again from the side of Chrono, and hey, I'm one of those firm believers of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So they had a very, very commanding
Oh,
game number 1
Jarvan
here.
this time.
There we go. That's a little bit of a difference. Now into a Xin Zhao. I know he has that burst lethality, and maybe he's trying to go in so that way they have a dive on the Kog'Maw maybe this time, because there was really no one to answer the back line for Akanaga or Esteban. So Jarvan may be the answer, but may not. I don't know. And then
Rakan this time.
okay, definitely a heavy engage. Has the charm as well. A little bit more CC and utilization than Thresh. I feel like that's a very good pick with Jinx. Would have liked to see a Xayah though. We haven't seen a Xayah Rakan combo since like, oh my god, Silver Split.
Oh, the Urgot pick again. No.
Oh, so Chrono's yeah, definitely on the page of yeah, we're going the same exact team as last time, unless you ban it. So they went ahead, wanted to get rid of
And
the
Victor
Victor.
this time.
Okay. So yeah, little Chovy though with that little sidestep action. I don't know if that was due to Victor or just the greatness that is little Chovy, but they definitely don't want him to be comfortable this time with Victor, so cannot blame them. Nami once again. I mean that's a good one for Kog'Maw, so he's unable to go ahead and get those empowered E's or get the sustain from the W, but
I would have liked to see like a Tryndamere or something against Urgot. That's a pretty good pick.
you think like sticking to like a side lane champion more than like a 5v5
Yeah,
comp would be better for the side of TCR this game?
probably. Urgot is both good with side laning, which is one issue that they had is he was in the side lane a lot, and he took like 3 towers in the side lane. Wasn't bad, but he got a lot of CS and had a decent amount of items. But he's really good utility for the team fight because if he gets that pull with his R, he can flash fear everyone, and it's scary because you get that pull in, and you're like, okay, I have 2 seconds, and I'm gonna fear whoever's near me. So you just like flash disdain, or yeah, it's disdain into the enemy team, and you fear them, and it's like, uh-oh, they're feared. Mow them down, you know?
Good point. Good point. And oh, so I definitely didn't know that they were setting up the Yasuo for the Wombo. I mean, you can kind of figure with the Rakan knockups, the J4 knockups, things like that. And that is going to apply a little bit different kind of pressure than we saw last game. More of a heavy
Oh, we
engage.
can
And
indeed.
then, yeah, finalizing that with Kennen. So the only AP on that team is Kennen. So that is going to be, making them Chrono, I mean, forcing them to build a little bit differently because they would have to kind of focus down, the Yasuo J4 Jinx, so building armor.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and an Akali going into the Yasuo, huh? I like that. And Akali's the only AP, but she's going mid lane while Kennen. I would assume Kennen is top here. We
Yeah,
could
I
see
probably top. Yeah,
we could
that's
see
just
Yasuo top, but I would definitely also assume Kennen top. Matching that range for range Urgot, because Yasuo
yeah.
being in the top lane would not be very fun for him, right as soon as Urgot gets that little bit of tankiness about him.
As well
Um,
as Kennen can pretty well avoid the Urgot, because Urgot's Q, which is a slow, Kennen can just use his E to get away from that, as well as he can play around his Eye of the Storm, I believe it is,
mhm.
passive, where he stuns every fifth auto attack or fourth auto attack applies a stack, and when you get 3 stacks on someone, it stuns them.
Right.
So definitely going to see him playing around that. But if he gets pulled in with disdain, he can E, which gives him ghosting ability to go through anything. So he'll just go through Urgot, E, Q, W, and Urgot's stunned, and he can just get away.
That is true, and Urgot might be forced to play a little bit differently than last game, not engaging nearly as much because, like you said, that's kind of where Kennen wants him to be. Quickly get his 3 stacks off, get the stun off, and then get out of there.
Yeah.
I think Chrono, with the effectiveness and the communication and the overall macro play that we saw from last game, they were very effective in the jungle, securing more of the dragons. They started off with the advantage on towers and, getting the early rift, but the second one kind of fell on over to TCR. They may overpush their limits a little bit. They definitely have a nice lead starting off, but then they may accidentally give up one of those shutdowns, and then that's where we saw TCR start to catch up. But then Chronos kind of fell a little bit more and more into
Yeah.
that we're winning mode. But go ahead. Predictions are live here for game number 2. We have once again TCR on blue side, and Chrono's going to be on red side. Top lane is going to be next Chovy, Jungle Pony Boy, Little Chovy in the mid lane, 6 Anya Impulsives on ADC, L9 Momo, Harmoon in the support. That is for Team Cosmic Remix. And for Team Chrono, we have Tumalu in the top side, Clisby in the jungle, Akinaga in the mid lane, Esteban in the ADC role, and Ninki as support. So, very nice. Drop your channel points. Oh, and yes, once again, to promote the hot tub stream between Wookie and myself. We are about 90% of the way there, so keep on dropping those channel points. It is for a good cause. Every channel point feeds a Wookie monster for half an hour. So,
Half an hour.
half an hour. So, definitely start spending those things. But overall, game number 2. Who are you in favor of? Who are you leaning towards right now?
Um, I'll be honest, after last game, I'm gonna go on the side of Chrono.
Bro.
Um, I do have faith in the Kennen though. The Kennen
Hmm.
is pretty good. His items, he goes Rocket Bell, and he'll probably grab Shadow Flame too. Get rid of the shielding on Urgot, Xin Zhao if Xin gets Sterix or something.
Right.
Um, Overall fairly strong. He can also the increased magic penetration on champions that are lower than 2,500 HP from Shadow Flame. So definitely gonna see that item. I feel like it's a fairly good item in my opinion. So I feel like we'll see Pro Belt into like Source Boots into Shadow Flame.
Yeah, no, I could see that, and I hope this time as well, Team Cosmic Remix learned a little bit and picks up some Grievous wounds early on It's only 800 gold, no matter what role you're on. 800 for the Bramble, 800 for the Oblivion Orb, and 800 for the Executioner's Calling. So it definitely seemed very important because you mentioned all that Omnivamp on Clisby, from the Gore Drinker to the
Oh yeah.
Maw to the Conqueror stacks. I mean, it was just, you saw him. He was at like 5% health in
Oh
that
yeah, he
team
would have
fight.
died at the last dragon fight there, but he just kept healing.
Yeah.
And it's because there was no anti-heal on him, you know? It's 40% is good, but it's not enough. You know, you need 60%. Because if he had 60% on him, he probably would have died.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it was Victor and Jinx, I believe. So it was Lil Chovy and Anye who were focusing, or who were being focused by Clisby there, and unfortunately, neither one of them had the Grievous since it was only on the Thresh, and he was doing something else. So if Thresh isn't being hit, that 40% is 0%.
Yeah.
So, they definitely found themselves a little bit in a pickle. But, once again, you, the viewers, decide who you think is going to be winning game number 2 here. So far, Chrono leads the series 1-0 in this best of 3. And yeah, this is VCL week number 3. I'm sorry, round 4. Week 3 just ended last week. That's what comes after 3. But yes, we are going to go ahead and take a small intermission here before game number 2 begins. So do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I breaking through? Will you feel me too? I still wanna run to you. Am I breaking through? Will you feel me too?
All right, welcome back, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. This is game number 2, Team Cosmic Remix versus Team Chrono. Same sides as last time. Team Cosmic Remix is going to be on blue. Chrono is going to be on red. Clisby getting found out here a little bit. We almost saw that 5-man invade. I've been hoping, man. I've been hoping, but not this time. They just want to do a little pokey poke and back off. It's okay. We'll get it one day, man. It's gonna happen. But overall, you know, we saw a lot of sidestepping action from Lil Chovy. Now that he has a built-in dash, it's gonna make him even harder to, you know, trap and lock down here. But we will see. And support, you know, being switched up by Momo a little bit, and also by Ninki. Same ADCs on both teams. You know, Leona and Thresh being picked last time, but now we have the Rakan Nautilus. And now we have a switch up also in the top lane. How do you feel about this top lane matchup? The Cannon guys switching up a little bit. Do you think this is going to favor next Chovy a little bit more than last game?
Yeah, I believe so. I like the Kennen. I used to play Kennen a bit. I suck at CSing on him. I'm not good with CSing with AP champs.
Me too.
He started with his Q, so he's going for CSing early on. But yeah, he's just gonna have to survive the first 3 levels, I'd say. You went Summon Airy, which is what you're supposed to go. I've never done that. I don't get why you go that.
I think it's more of the lockdown guaranteed hit, because like Comet you could theoretically miss still. It's the only thing I could possibly think of. I'm not sure though. I have no idea. But yeah, definitely. So you're not what would you, instead of going Summon Ahri, what would you personally have done instead?
I personally enjoy going Electrocute. Of course, I'm a gold silver, you know. I'm clearly wrong. If someone better than me is building that, then that probably works better.
No.
I've seen the guides, and it also says to go Summon Airy. I don't understand.
It's also about personal playstyle.
Yeah, I assume it's because Summon Airy can be procced on both auto attacking and your abilities.
Oh, very nice. Ponyboy getting an early gank here onto the top lane. Tamala hitting level 3, but forced to flash, so it is an even playing field here in the top lane. So very nice getting the flash from Tumalu, so that might be a repeat gank, possibly, here from Ponyboy. But they do have that ward, you know, that deep ward kind of, you know, not in the bush, so he's gonna get caught out. But Ikenga getting poked down. The lethal tempo stack is gonna be going off the flash forward with the E. And did the last tower hit go? I couldn't tell. Directed camera moved. No, it didn't.
Doesn't look like it did.
Sheesh.
I would have thought she would have just died from Ignite. That's what it looked like. But maybe it's just he flashed to confirm it. Because you never know. Sometimes with Ignite, it's like, oh, I'm gonna kill him. And they get away with like 2 health. And it's
Here we
like,
go. Flash forward from Ninki. Also onto Anya. Anya's going to be forced to flash again. Already used the heal, and that is going to be picked up by Esteban. Momo now getting taken down quite low, but is able to escape. Really nice engage from Clisby here onto the bot lane. They were kind of focused on bot lane last game, and they said, hey, you did really good. We got you 4 early kills, and you kind of snowballed from there. Let's do that again. And Ninki having a little bit more CC than Leona, I think, is very effective for their playstyle, or at least a continuation from last game.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna be looking out again for another gank bot line, because Jinx doesn't have any summoner spells, and there's no exhaust on Rakan right now, so definitely gonna be looking out for that.
And last time we did see the cleanse, but opting in for the heal this time, you know, maybe just to get that a little bit more sustained. But I think cleanse also would have been a really good pick again this game, because of that Nautilus lockdown is just too. Unless they go for a Quicksilver this game, if they have time, of course. Did not have enough time last game.
Yeah, if the game lasts long enough.
Yeah, that is very true, but It's all right. This is a much slower paced game. 5 minutes in, only 2 kills. Last time we were at 4 minutes, 4
Uh-oh.
kills. Ninky doing some roaming here.
It's like Urgot's gonna try to rush Merc Treads, it looks like. Get rid of some of that slow and stun from Kennen, because he's just poking him out.
Absolutely. Did he go double magic resist for his runes? Yeah, he did. Absolutely. And obviously, I was just confirming. Duh.
Oh, he went on flinching second wind, yeah.
Uh-huh. So press the attack on flinching second win.
So he will be a bit less tanky too as time goes on, because he doesn't have overgrowth and conditioning.
Right.
But that second wind is definitely gonna give him good lasting in lane, along with Doran's blade giving him that bit of poke damage, as well as the like 2% Omnivamp you get to heal.
And how do you feel? I'm gonna give my take on the Rakan here, but I feel like the Rakan may have been a little bit too ambitious of a CC. Like, he has that slight delay when the knockup comes through, so Nautilus still has the ability to stun him and keep him locked there, rather than him being able to effectively, you know, get in, knock up, and get out quickly. He still has the possibility of getting out, but I just think that they're able to trade a little bit more than they want to. You know, and Esteban, seeing how good he is really able to focus down targets, and, you know, later in game, as we saw, you know, when he has, you know, specific items, it's going to be a problem, and uh-oh. Never mind. I'm almost gonna dash over a wall, but yeah, how do you feel about the Rakan into the Nautilus? I know you don't play a lot of bot lane, but just the two champions being who they are.
Well, what we did just see, like, if he was someone else, he might have gotten caught out there. I feel like Rakan's utility of not getting caught out as much, as well as just jumping back to your teammates. He gives shields to his allies, correct?
He does, whenever he jumps onto them, yep.
So there's that, along with his charm for his ult and the airbornes that he does.
Here we go, very nice. We have a 2v2 in the mid lane here. Ikonaga's gonna go ahead and get ulted by Lil Chovy. The Ignite is gonna go ahead and pick him up. Ponyboy following up, taking turret aggro. The shield's gonna save him just a little bit there. But Ninky is real low, but still hungry for a little bit more. Clisby is gonna go ahead and back them up just to go ahead and get some minions off the tower, but very nice. 1 kill picked up. Here for Yasuo. Now he's going to move to 2-0. And he's doing phenomenal. Up in farm, 2 kills. I mean, this
Much
is a
better than
different
last
TCR. Yeah, definitely. They're, for the first time, I believe, up in gold in the series so far. I know it's only by about 400, but hey, if I'm them, I'll take anything right now, you know?
Looks like we're gonna get a center ward bush by Urgot. Maybe off camera I don't know. We might have been missing out on Kennen sneaking in the bush, who knows?
Possibly, yeah, getting that paranoid, getting that quick little Q auto off, and the zap to secure the stun.
Yeah.
And, you know, doesn't have Merc Treads just yet, so he is still taking the full front force. You know, has the double magic resist runes, but still, Kennen, not a fun champion. Neither one of them, or no, Urgot has backed, but Kennen has not yet. Okay, Ninky's gonna go ahead and land a stun here onto Momo, but like you said, Momo has that utility to be able to jump to and from, and very nice, gonna go ahead and go with the debate.
Nice
The ultimate's gonna pop off from Lil Chovy, but that might be his own demise. Ikonnaga get into the shroud, and the shutdown, very nice. Now they're gonna go ahead and turn onto Ponyboy, but oh no, he is gonna go ahead and get ran down. He's gonna dash through, go through the bot lane tri-bush. I know we're focusing top lane right now, direct to camera, but some things going on, and they will start the dragon as well. Okay, Hextech Dragon getting picked up. That was a great turnaround from Momo Harmoon, but little did he know that the rest of the Chrono team was there in the fog of war waiting for them to do so. So, I like the ambition, it's just you didn't have the vision to really pull it off, but
No
sometimes you
Vampiric
gotta
Scepter on
risk it.
Yasuo yet. I wonder if he's gonna go Kraken Slayer. I'm also surprised that we didn't see an agility cloak because of Yasuo's passive. I know they had nerf crit in the past, but still, it's one of the main things you build around his kit. You know, the crit damage that is done is pretty nice.
Yeah, you are definitely not wrong about that. I mean, like I said, I hate Yasuo. He's one of my actually the least favorite champion in League of Legends for me personally. But I don't know, man.
Moby's here on Not's gonna come in to help out Urgot, because Urgot's getting bullied in lane pretty bad. Actually, we might see a 3-man top here.
Yeah, I'm liking the roams and the 3-man action from the side of Chrono. You know, Ninki didn't really do that much support last game, and I don't really know if he should be leaving, but hold on one second. Clisby here is going to go in and get focused on Ponyboy. Then ultimate, yeah, landing from Ninki to go ahead and secure the kill on Clisby. Very nice roam. Anye is able to push out, you know, Kog'Maw because there's no support at the moment. Rakan's going to go ahead and do some roaming of their own. L9 Momo looking to get their sights off mid lane. Let's see what he's able to do. Yeah, here we go. Lil Chovy. Oh, no. The Shroud going through. And now they have a 3v2 into the mid lane here, forcing the flash from the Momo. And L9, Lil Chovy's forced to go ahead and ultimate almost picks up the kill. The Super Mega Death Rocket does pop off in the Ignite. Very nice. Ninki trying to secure underneath tower, but Momo. Oh no, I think he might have stepped up a little bit too far because he's not in tower range any longer. Anye is there, but Force. Oh, dashes into the traps. Unfortunately, Clisby's still going to pick up the kill. And here comes the sustained nice sidestep from Impulsives. The Rocket's going to come through. The Zap lands.
Yes,
huge shutdown. Anye, very nice hiding capability and just proving to be really effective. No follow-up from Esto, and he wanted to stick to the bot lane because he was, you know, getting pushed out a little bit from being in the 2v1 situation. But great roam from Anye, Momo, and Lil Chovy holding it down there. I didn't think that the Ignite was going to pick it up, but whew, that's what they needed right there.
I'm actually surprised to see Gore Drinkers being built on the Xin Zhao again.
Yeah, or on... Oh, Xin Zhao, yeah. J4 also has the ultimate pop from Ponyboy from Tumalu here. Very nice. Maelstrom's going to go ahead and pop in from next. Chovy. Momo Harmon's going to make his way to top lane as well. The stun goes off. Ninki getting real low. Yes, it is enough.
That's Summon Area. Summon Area got him.
Yeah, and I quote me if I'm wrong, but I think it has a lower cooldown than Comet. I think only by a couple seconds.
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe it has a lower cooldown, but it also doesn't do as much damage.
Oh, here we go. Clisby on the next. Chovy. It doesn't matter. Ponyboy's going to go to try to focus up. Ikanaga, though, is going to clean that up.
He's
kind of dash forward, but no. Yeah, they were definitely overstepping there by a lot. The teleport, or no, he already used teleport to come through. He just, the death timers. He was able to get up quite all the zap missing, unfortunately. Ninki getting blocked by the wind wall. That went out barely. If that was just a half a second later, he would have been pulled. That anchor would have landed, 100%.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Xin Zhao's going to confirm the Rift Herald here. I'm still a bit surprised that we're seeing Gore Drinker on the Xin Zhao here.
Oh.
As Eclipse definitely would have been quite strong.
Eclipse on Xin Zhao versus the Gorgon. Oh, yeah, because he was able to go ahead and get those 3 separate abilities off real quickly with his passive.
Oh, yeah, as well as they're going against a much more squishy team this game. You know, it's not Thresh, Ornn, and Mordekaiser. This time it's Kennen, Rakan, and Jarvan. Which, I mean, Jarvan is a bruiser still.
Oh, very nice. Judge line gonna land there onto Pony Boys. Sorry about that. Thought more action was gonna happen. Alright, Ninki here overstepping. S1 trying to make his way down there. L9 Momo forced to use the ultimate. The charm's gonna go off, but no follow-up, unfortunately. Does hop back on over to Ponyboy and the rest of his team, but this game is extremely close. It could go either way, and I think you're right, but with Xin Zhao, he likes being in the middle, and Gore Drinker, if you activate its ability, its effect there, doesn't it give you... Yeah, it gives you percentage missing health for each champion hit. So he wants to be in the middle to use that rather than the Eclipse is just one individual. So he's looking more for the utility of the 5v5 rather than the 1v1 situation. So it has proven to be okay. 4-1-3. He's
it's going great for him.
Okay, Dredgeland unfortunately not landing here from Ninki. But I don't know if you actually want to be like diving into that comp there. Like Yasuo's looking kind of strong. He has the Vampire Scepter. Both nice reaction from next Chovy. Get out of the flash there from Tumalu. Ninki's going to be cut out here on a ward. Next Chovy is definitely going to be backing up. And Another 3-man gank here from the top side. The roaming from Ninki this game is
Oh, they are mad at the cannon.
yes, they are. There's a personal grudge against him. I don't know, it's like you ruined our 5v5 team fights with your maelstrom that can just stun us immediately. Oh, the sidesteps this game. L9 Momo, look at that. Somebody clip that. We gotta clip every sidestep. Get like a little counter for this series. Just ding, 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 ding. Because we've seen like 15 of them.
Ooh. That not auto attack went off a bit late. It's gonna... You won't have Glacial up for what, 20 or 30 seconds now? The utility of Glacial's amazing too. I love it.
Yeah. Playing on Nautilus, Taric, Rylionn, it gives you a little bit of advantage because traditionally you want them to go Aftershock, a little bit tanky, but Ikanaga and Lil Chovy doing their classic 1v1 here in the bot lane. Ninki and Momo having a stare down here in between the bush and the little path mark there. They're just like, I see you, but you don't see me. There we go. He uses the sweeper to get caught out. Finally. That's kind of funny. Oh.
Does Yasuo go in here? Nope.
Ah, misses that wide. Oof, but there's a nice crit going off. The Shroud is just so busted. Throws up a random wind wall. It's gonna be down for a little bit. Momo's gonna make his way down the bot lane to support, but so is Ninki. You know, CS across the map, it's been really good on the side of Team Cosmic Remix. You know, even since game 1, Ikanaga getting 2v1 here. The charm's gonna go off. There goes the
nice.
tornado knock up.
Tornado.
And the ultimate last breath coming in from Lil Chovy to pick up the kill. 4, 2, and 0 coming in from Lil Chovy. Anye, very nice knock up coming in from Pony Boy, and the non-mobility coming in from Kog'Maw. Once again, huge thing here. Clisby though, and Ninki, very nice focus there. Flash forward from Clisby, sidesteps the Q, doesn't matter. Auto's gonna go off
Nice.
1 for 1 at this situation.
Here's
She's gonna
lethal
go ahead,
tempo Jinx.
get that passive from Anye, but nah, he's gonna dash over the wall. What is it? Wired up or what's the passive coming in from Jinx? I forgot what that was called. Excite. Get excited. Get excited.
Yeah, get excited.
Thank you. Yes, I love that coming from her, and you know, being able to get over that threshold, that attack speed threshold as well with the equal tempo. And here goes Clisby to go in and engage. Also gonna pop up. Knockup goes on to himself. Shut down. On over to the next Chovy. That's gonna be one. Urgot gonna be picked up for a double kill. Ikanaga here now in a 1v3 situation. Dashes into the backline to try to get and picks up a triple kill. Oh my goodness. Anya unfortunately gonna get picked off, but I think for good measures, 1 for 3 overall to Team Cosmic Remix, and they are still in a very nice
so far.
lead. Yeah, very different mental reset from game number 1. And
yeah.
We time and time again we've seen this. This is like the traditional thing. This should be teamgap, home of mental resets. Like that should be our slogan because it just happens every single series, or more series than most. So it's like, great job, but Chrono not out of it just yet. Like we see that, you know, 5 and 2 still on Jinzhou. You know, Kog'Maw is only 1 and 1, still doing a great job in farm. But like, where are you wanting to place most of the resources for? We'll start with TCR. Where do you want most of the resources to be funneling?
Well, I mean, everyone so far, at least this go around, is playing beautifully. Definitely a big turnaround from last game. Kennen is good where he is. He's just gonna have to sit here and counter the Urgot, because Urgot's just gonna be focusing on splitting for now, it looks like. So the Yasuo, definitely gonna want to get him up and ahead a bit more.
He lands a nice binding onto Momo here, and they're going to be forced to fight a little bit earlier than they want to before Dragon. 10 seconds left until the mountain is up, which is going to be Mountain Soul this game. Once again, nice teleport used by Kennen. Urgot does not have teleport, forced to base, and they are going to be late, so they're just going to give this one up. I don't blame them one bit. Okay, you know, it's only 3rd dragon of the game. That it is kind of important because it is a mountain, so it's gonna make them a little bit tankier. But you know, they definitely don't want to lose all of their team members and a mountain drake. That's definitely not.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Baron also coming up here in about 5 seconds, and let's see if they're able to secure both objectives right now, back to back, or We might see a steal, but this time coming in from Chrono. We saw last game Ponyboy picking up a steal onto the Dragon. That was kind of insane. I know he ended up losing overall. Still a clutch move, though.
Oh yeah, no, good steal. Last game. Looks like we got the Urgot in the bot lane now. Kind of surprising, actually. He doesn't have TP up. So, if they wanted, they could force a Baron fight and Urgot wouldn't be there in time.
Yeah, he is...
Of course, they're split up now.
He is a tanky boy. You're Urgot. Do you build Black Cleaver again for your second item, or do you want to go with Mauve Moraltis because of the cannon?
Here, I definitely like to see a Force of Nature build.
Okay.
Gore Drinker here would also be good, just because of how many people go in. Rakan, Jarvan, Yasuo, Kennen are all like go in champs, because Kennen, he E's, he rocket belts, and he ults. And there's a second before he uses a stopwatch there. And Urgot's in there, he would Gore Drinker there, doesn't want to die. Get that healing from the Omnivamp that Gore Drinker gives, all of that. Yeah, I don't see Black Cleaver here, just because no one's really all that tanky except for Jarvan.
Right.
We could end up seeing possibly Runins, but that would probably be 6th item, if so, 5th or 6th. Because it is pretty nice to have because it does stack with it does stack well with Titanic. So I have seen it. It does a lot of damage. Pretty situational though.
Ikenaga getting chased down a little bit, but he said, "Don't you forget I have a shroud." And Momo, unfortunately, not utilizing ulti, popped the Shrelia's Reverie, and not able to pick up much, but good effort though. She had a little bit too quick though, and another nice binding gonna be landing on the Ponyboy here from Ninki, and there goes Tumalu with the ultimate to secure the kill. L9 Momo dashes away just in time there from the dredge line, and now they're going to be making their move to Baron more than likely. We have Ponyboy down for 25 seconds, no jungle.
See a Baron here. That would have been a pretty good Baron, I'd say. Kennen doesn't have his ult up, so he can't dive in and stun everyone, and there's no Jarvan up either.
Doesn't matter. Oh, Ninki's going to go ahead and engage underneath tower. Oh my god, look at all the damage coming through. The Kog'Maw's just shredding the tower there to try to focus that, but that was a lot of damage. Only one kill picked up on Ikenaga, and Ponyboy's now back up for action. But yeah, I think that was a kind of a misplay on the side of Chrono, in my opinion. They should have taken that Baron overall.
They definitely would have gotten that Baron too, I feel like. Of course, that Yasuo play, very nice. I have to say, the airborne from Rakan as well as the follow-up right away from Yasuo definitely had a lot of potential there. I was hoping to see them get 2 picks and actually get a Baron fight there for sure.
Yeah, but they overstepped. They wanted to take that that tower, which they could have just taken the tower, but then Ninki was like, I'm going right underneath tower, and you know they all focused. Then the individual, they focused Anya there, but we're not able to get the tower close enough, and then ended up taking too many tower shots. So
yeah,
even
it's like we
sometimes
might actually see Black Cleaver again on the Urgot as well.
Yeah. Yep. Same Kindle Gem, Coalfield, Warhammer, and the Longsword, just like last time. Like, they're a big fan of if it's not broken, don't fix it. But
yeah,
huge CS advantage right now for Lil Chovy over Ikenaga in the mid lane. Plus, he has the kill advantage as well, 4-2-4. So he's looking real good. Picks up the Immortal Shield Bow. I believe he's going simultaneously for probably a Phantom Dancer and a IE. I obviously cannot blame him. That's exactly what you want. God, I hate that double crit. It still makes me so mad. Can you give him like a quarter crit or 10% crit? Something to where more than 2 items makes him 100%, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because that crit goes crazy. You get... Oh, what is it? You get Immortal Shield Bow into
Trillia's wherever he's gonna Optimal is gonna go into engage, but not without the rest of his team. Next Chovy also on the back line. Force the Zonias and flash, but Ikanaga's going to go ahead and flash over and pick up the kill. 1-for-1 right now. Next, Chovy and Tumala both out of it. Very nice engage. The ultimate going to be popped off from ultimate, but it is not going to be enough. Cliz is going to go ahead and go into the back line. The sustain is going to come through. No Grievous wounds just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the team gap aims Esteban the double kill.
Oh my gosh. You see the Zinjao healing? He went from no health to full. He out-healed his health bar at least 3 times. He should have died, but just didn't. They're not getting any anti-heal for the Zin. They're not igniting him. They're not putting anything on him. That Oblivion Orb is not enough.
It definitely is not. You're not wrong. Not because he's not constantly doing damage. He's providing utility. He's engaging, doing knockups. Like, yeah, I know he damages with those abilities, but you need to have somebody else who's there. And the Gale Force on the Jinx is kind of like a little bit... I know that's good for mobility to try to get away, but I think they need the Kraken Slayer because they need to have the same damage output that Kog'Maw provides.
Oh yeah, they need the Kraken, I'd say, for both the Nautilus and the Urgot.
Yep.
Because they're just going to keep getting tankier and tankier. Now it looks like he's about to build Bramble Vest or Warden's Mail, I believe. And Urgot, if he's doing the same build as last game, we'll see him build into Frostfire and then another tank item of some sort.
Yeah, it's getting interesting, and you know, Chrono picking up another Baron here after that fight. They are now back in the lead with about 1.5k gold, and yeah, they definitely are fighting back. They, like I said, they're not out of it just yet. They're providing excellent peel. Both top laners kind of getting caught out, diving a little bit too far. Next Chovy, I didn't even see him, you know, until direct camera moved to him because we were focused on Tumalu getting picked off there. But both literally had the same idea, and both were just getting zoned out. Oh wow!
Oh my goodness!
I cannot
that Shadow Flame damage too.
You have crit, I have Shadow Flame. Get some.
Because Yasuo's the wind passive, where he gets that shield from walking around.
Ooh, very nice.
Has been destroyed.
Yeah, that's kind of insane. Ikanaga getting tankier, getting more damage. Yasuo getting more damage, but not tankier. Esteban taking out Momo and just like 2 shots. Ponyboy already dashing out of there, forced to retreat very quickly, and they're going to take down the tier 2 mid lane while they have Baron, possibly a tier 3 and Inhib while they're at it. It's not going to last much longer, but Ikanaga... I mean, the clear, though, also coming in from Anya, like, the Jinx Rockets. Going for Phantom Dance this time, not horrible. Still not the best, in my opinion. I would definitely say... Runin's Hurricane.
Not that much health.
Not at all. Oh, very nice Wombo combo. Little Chovy forced to go in, but no, Clisby is going to go to take him down. But yeah, that tower has a very nice auto aim feature. Little Chovy is going to get the kill there. 1-for-1. Baron's still up. Let's see how much longer. Okay, they still have about 15 or 20 seconds, it looks like, on the timer here. So that can's going to be doing work. Meanwhile, Esteban's going to also be focusing it down. Chisby's going to be focused by the tower here to try to get it. Nope, not in time. And yeah, Yeah, that's rough.
He's pretty squishy.
He takes Glass Cannon to a completely different level.
Oh yeah.
Completely. But great job from both sides. This second game is absolutely, you know, completely 180 from the first one. You know, the commanding lead, I think it was, what, 29-6 was the first game, Chrono victory?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
But, you know, being
Crab
able to...
sitting in the bush.
like, you know, Scuttle's like, are you my mom? Okay, it's like, get out of here. Let's see. But yeah, no objectives coming up. Or, I'm sorry, Dragon objectives going to be coming up in the next 30 seconds. Ponyboy and Kennen trying to, you know, push out top lane there. A lot of members from Chrono on top side getting vision, but I think they might be a little bit late. getting to Dragon, or at least getting set up, but never mind. Never mind. They're not moving fast enough or rotating quick enough from the side of TCR. And they have all these wards. They're just going to get either picked out, by being
So much vision,
just waiting on a
yeah.
push, yeah, or they're just going to be able to set something up, a nice counter engage, because they just have all the vision.
Yeah, Urgot's just gonna push out top lane too, because yeah, he has complete faith in his team that they're gonna get the drag, and nothing's gonna happen here. They're just taking the drag for free.
Yep, completely
Puts him on
uncontested.
slow point too.
Super Mega Death Rocket for a little bit of vision. Tumalu is just going to go ahead. Oh, the Zap is going to land. Very nice. And then they have 4 swarming them onto top side here. Tumalu does have teleport available, but he's not going to waste it here. He's going to go ahead and do a nice engage on the Momo. Try to get as much done as he can, but no. The shutdown picked up by Ponyboy. And the rest of Team Chrono is going to go ahead and focus down this mid tier 3 tower. Jinx is going to go ahead and try to clear this out and provide as much artillery as she can. Now they're going to be forced to make their way down the bot lane. Ikenaga is not there to fight. It's going to be a 4v3 for the time being. The Maelstrom's going to go ahead and pick off Ninki here. Meanwhile, Esteban's getting some really nice damage from afar. So, and now the support's coming in from Ikenaga. Clisby, the sustain is too much. Double kill picked up by Ikenaga. Next Chovy is up on the plate. Ikenaga is going to get taken down. 1-2 does not fall. Triple kill picked up by Ikenaga. 3 members. And this might be the end. Actually, they have really big death timers. The next Chovy, Maelstrom already used, so he doesn't have the AoE. Clisby's going to go in and focus underneath 2 towers. Ikenaga as well. They're getting real low. Here comes L9 Momo to try to support. They have a few minions to go ahead and probably tank this tower. They were trying to close this out 2-0 style. And the teleport now popped through. Yep, the tower does come so they are able to go ahead and get the Nexus. And this is the end of the game. Chrono picking it up.
Goodness. They got anti-heal, but it was too late, man. That drag fight definitely sealed the deal. You know, not enough anti-heal there to stop them, and they just got money and ran them down.
That was a ridiculous ending here for Chrono. I mean, it was teetering for the longest time back, but there was no
this
definite
game was
win.
really close.
Absolutely. Like, great job from Team Cosmic Remix. I know it's rough. I know it's 0-2'd, but seriously, if I could just give you points for just how well you executed that second game, I would, but unfortunately, Wookie would fire me, so I can't do that. But yeah, great job from the side of Chrono, 2-0ing Team Cosmic Remix here tonight. And once again, we had another game here earlier. It was Team Ermines versus Team Destroying Expectations, and they destroyed expectations by 2-0ing Ermines. Ermines being in second place, Destroying Expectations in last in sixth. And now on the standings, Chrono is 2-0ing. They're going to probably make their way up to third place or second place, and Team Cosmic Remix is going to be staying where they are. But MVP vote, who are you going with overall for this series?
Oh man, first game would have been the Kog'Maw. Second game, the Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao just nailed it, dude. He was definitely just. I thought he was gonna die in the base. I thought they were all gonna die, but he hourglassed, and his team backed him up a bit, and he just turned the fight again, and it was too much, dude. Too much.
Absolutely.
The healing, along with, I guess the if you could say anti-MVP was the real MVP this game would have been anti-heal. I gotta say that, but they didn't get it. Xin Zhao just capitalized on that.
Yeah.
So he was just
very true.
Healing left and right. Yeah.
I'm gonna have a different take. I'm gonna go with Ikenaga. 0 deaths in the first game. And then going ahead and securing it with game number 2, 9, 6, and 5, showing up at that last moment. I mean, if he wouldn't have supported Clisby there, and then the clutch teleport coming in from Tumalu as well to secure the Nexus Tower. So great job from Tumalu as my second place MVP personally, because he did a tremendous job in top lane, just keeping the pressure. But Ikenaga is going to get my MVP vote, but I want to hear y'all's thoughts. We do have MVP votes up so far. Ikenaga in first place with 3, Esteban with 2. Well-deserved also, Esteban, I must say. The Kog'Maw pulling it out back-to-back, very low mobility, and just positioning, and being able to stay over the walls, flash over, get out of the dive champs that they had. Kennen Pulling out the next Chovy, in game number 2 there. Couldn't ask for anything better from Esteban. 5-1 and 8. Seriously, great job to Team Chrono for this victory. But there can only be one MVP. Actually, that's a lie. There could be multiple MVPs if they tie. But yeah, what a wild game. So, I didn't think that we were gonna get to see 36 kills, 44 kills, things like that. These higher deaths that we see traditionally in these lower elos, but it was insane. And Primus, congratulations, man! You're on a win streak right now with these team point guesses.
Hmm.
Keep that up.
Too
You have
bad there
finally
wasn't many
lifted.
points to earn. I think me and one other person put in the vote. A total of like 60 points were thrown in.
What? No, I think I put 500 for Team Cosmic Remix there last game. Did I not?
You
That was
might
it.
have. I don't know. With the start, I saw a couple thousand on one side, but on the other there's not
And
that much.
MVP has been decided. Ike Naga is tonight's MVP. Very well deserved with 9 votes. Wow. I think that's one of the highest MVP votes that we've seen, overall. And once again, very well deserved. And we'll go ahead and wait for our very wonderful producer, Wookie Monster, to go ahead and bring him in. Give him a little bit of a warning here, and we will commence with the interview. For all of you wonderful folks at home who have tuned in, and thank you so much once again to all of you that have tuned in for tonight's game. This is once again round 4 of 6 weeks of the regular season for PCL. I'm sorry, VCL. And Aikanaga. Am I saying your name right? Is it Aikinaga?
Naga, yeah, but it's pretty close.
Okay, I'm sorry. I will say it
No
right
worries.
moving forward. But wow, congratulations
Thank you,
to
thank you.
owing TCR. I mean, you guys were definitely probably favored going into tonight's match, but game number 1, commanding victory. That was like, not really a
Yeah,
whole lot to talk about. You guys were just
yeah, that one felt really good. I feel like everybody came out and we really played like a team. Like the vision game was great. Ninki was doing a good job putting the words down.
Mm.
Um, Esteban had some good plays and good positioning, and everybody just top form. We've been trying to practice a lot, and especially trying to get objectives and stuff. Something we've been lacking in the past. So yeah, no, I was really happy with the performance of the team.
Yeah, you guys did great objective wise. I mean, focusing the macro play in game 1, you guys were great jungle objectives, great tower objectives, being able to outpush as well. Not really giving a whole lot of opportunity for Ornn to really utilize his passive and get everything else off onto everybody. And were you surprised that there wasn't a whole lot of grievous wounds in game number 1? Because of all the sustain and healing that y'all were bringing both games. There really wasn't that much grievous wounds for both teams. Did you guys notice that and want to capitalize, or was it not even a thought?
It was I don't know. I'm pretty bad at the game. I didn't even think about that far. But no, for real, like it was it wasn't something we really thought about. The game was just kind of going our way, and at
Uh-huh.
least we didn't think to go ahead and need to worry about that. But it all worked out in the end, and I think our lead was fast enough, and the fights were going our way over and over and over. We're really focused on getting the damage and just keeping it going.
Oh, got any questions so far for Mr. MVP Aikinaga here?
No, I mean you kind of nailed it for me. I was about to ask what you thought about the lack of anti-heal situation there, because that was definitely my focus. I would have definitely rushed like an X calling or a Morellonomicon. One of those I felt like were definitely needed that game. In both games, but especially the second game. I gotta say, Xinjiao healing was insane.
Yeah, no, for sure. Clay's been putting a lot of time playing Zinzao, and he's really been putting a lot of games in to get the practice. So he's really good at that. So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely anything he puts down, I think people gotta watch out for sure.
Absolutely. Like, yeah, once again, you guys have really great synergy. This is, I think, one of the first games that I've actually seen you guys play up front, and you guys are cementing your status here as one of the top 4 teams, for playoffs. So definitely, in a commanding victory closing out the regular season here, you couldn't ask for anything better. And one more thing here. So, between the first game and second game, your play style doesn't really change a whole lot. You like bursty, you like going in, and I don't think Lux was banned game number 2, was
No, it
she?
wasn't. Lux was up.
It's
It
because
was
of the
kind of.
first 3 picks the same, but then you kind of changed, and so did the support. So what caused the change there, even though it was open?
I don't know. Like honestly, I think I just wanted to play a Kali more than anything. Like Lux would have been pretty good there. I think like it didn't look bad at all.
Right.
It just I looked and their team had enough. Like first game, Akali was a no go. Like I just see Mordekaiser and like Orin is just like by the end of the game, I can't really do anything. So
Right.
second game, they're a little squishier. Like I can think that Akali might go big here. Unfortunately, I
Okay.
had a little rough in the early game, unlike the first match, but I was able to kind of pick it up towards the mid and in the end. So no, I think it ended up working out.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was happy with that. More than anything, I think I want to play Akali, but just really try to get that Jinx down. And I play against Yasuo. That matchup's usually okay for me.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say, like you mentioned, it was a little bit shaky in the beginning
Yeah,
though,
I
and
straight up ran it down initially by sure came backwards there, but that was a little whoopsie. But it
that it
worked out later
happened.
on.
You had really clutch shrouds though. I mean, there was at least 4 or 5 like moments where you were just bouncing in between the shrouds. I mean, great sidestepping all game from both
Oh,
teams. I
thank
mean,
you.
uh, both of you were having pretty difficult times landing some of your skill shots, and it's not lack of skill on your end, it's the greatness of skill on both of your ends to be able to sidestep in. But when you did hit it with that Lux, you were quick with the combo, and it proved to be effective. You're at a
Yeah,
31-second cooldown at like you
yeah,
said
it
what
was
17
nuts.
minutes?
Lex just feels really strong right now, and she's always kind of been in the game for sure. Like I can't remember a time when she really wasn't, and I've been playing her a lot, and it just always feels good. Especially like first game, like when I hit the Q on that Jinx and it just pops, like it's awesome, right?
Yeah, I love seeing it. I mean, we've seen it time and time again here in these PCL and the VCL. So I hope to continue to see that until Riot finally gets enough and nerfs Rebellion
Well, there's
Soul
only
and
too
not
many
Lux.
Lux skins. I don't think we'll see that anytime soon, but
Very true. But yeah, no, I had no more questions though. Do you want to give any shout outs, any closing remarks to anybody? You guys have a lot of fans here tonight. You specifically were 9 MVP votes. That is no small feat, my
Yeah, no,
friend.
it feels good. I'm glad that some of my friends came out to watch the game. And so thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to the team putting in the practice and everything. Thanks to the opponents. Everyone showed up. Felt like good matches. Like it felt good. Both teams played well. Had a lot of fun. And thanks to you guys for hosting tonight. It was a lot of fun, especially watching now and doing the interviews. It's all really cool. So thank you.
Yeah, that's all the great masterminds of Wookiee here. He just makes us look pretty, and we just take the rest from there.
Right.
But yes, very nice. And once again, we're gonna go ahead and close out. We do have the matchups set up for this week. Thank you once again, Aikinaga. Go ahead, enjoy your victory. Go ahead, go back to your team. Enjoy that, and once again, great job.
Awesome.
And
Thanks so much, guys.
Good
peace
job,
out,
man.
man.
Good
But
night.
let me go ahead and go over this week's uh matchups that we have set up. Here we go. Sorry about that. I just had that up here and I got rid of it. And for tomorrow, Thursday, we have decided that it's going to be Shrimp Gang versus Papega Clap, and that's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We don't have a host set up for it just yet, or I mean, caster set up for it just yet. I will probably be there, so I'm about 90% sure of that. And then this upcoming Friday, it's going to be Bandits in Pajamas and Ventures. And that's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will definitely not be here for that one, unfortunately. But yes, that is what we have set up. And Sunday, we have a possible game that we might be streaming, Rogue Upsets and Sitting on Wards. It is going into week number 5 here, if I'm not mistaken, for the VCL. So once again, right over that edge of the 50% mark while we make our way towards the end of the regular season and into the playoffs here. Top 6 teams, so top 3 from each division will be selected. So I'm very much looking forward to that. But Noble, thank you so much again for your great analytical casting. Greatly appreciated. Once again, Wookie for his immense hosting capabilities. Always a pleasure. And once again, it is your boy Rylionn. We will see you here tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll see you next time. Peace.